How's it going, everyone? Today I have another auction video where I pretty much just film the end of these rare Saab auctions and hopefully get some exciting action on it. And as I just see, the bid went up from $21,000 on this car to $22,000. It's been going up all morning, so I'm excited to see there's less than 10 minutes now on this auction. This auction being on Bring a Trailer, it is for a 1988 Saab 900 Turbo SPG 5-speed. Before we get into this, make sure to like the video if you haven't already and subscribe as well to help me reach my goal of 100,000 subscribers. I'll have some new parts coming in for the Turbo X here, hopefully in a couple weeks, as well as for the ARC, which is sitting outside so I could film this video. So yeah, subscribe so you can stay up to date on what's going on with the cars. But enough self-promotion, let's talk about this car. So 1988 900 Turbo SPG 5-speed. In my opinion, probably just about the most desirable 900 that you could get. The SPG being the top of the line model, 5-speed turbo. I mean, 2-door or 3-door as well, whatever you want to call it. You know, some of them are 4 doors, some of them are 2 doors. This one being a 2-door. So this is kind of like just about as desirable as you can really get for a 900. On top of that, it only has 58,000 miles. A lot of these 900 videos, at least these auction videos that I've filmed, even no matter how nice these cars are, they usually still have well over 100,000 miles on them. I mean, that just is kind of what happens. These are 30-year-old cars, they get driven. But this car, less than 60,000 miles means it's been driven less than 2,000 miles a year, which is pretty cool to say the least, to still have a car that's this low a mileage. I mean, I'm sure there's definitely more out there that are even lower mileage than this, but this has just about everything in it. So let's go ahead and look through the photos to start and then keep an eye on the bidding as well. So here's just some basic photos. I mean, the car looks like it's in really nice shape, as you would expect for a Bring a Trailer car. The leather, the interior looks fantastic. There's that classic old school Saab turbo gauge that we all know and love. And there's the funky mounted motor, just so weird. I mean, looking inside of a 900 at the engine bay and comparing it to like literally any other like modern car, you're like, why did they do that? But like at the same time, this is so cool and I love it. The classic 900 engine bay is just a sight within itself, but I'm sure we'll see more of those here in a second. You can see not really any major rust. That might be some right there on, I guess that's the rear suspension maybe. I can't really tell. I'm not super familiar with 900s. I'm also not super familiar with 900 values. So I would have thought when I saw this morning and even yesterday it was at like 15,000, I was like, wow. Like I expected to go for more than that, but I was thinking like maybe 20,000 would be like a good get for this car, but who knows, maybe we'll see 25,000 for this since it's already at 22, and I'm sure it'll pick up here more in these last 6 minutes. No accidents, clean title from Carfax, as you would expect. Here's a couple of videos of it driving. I did watch these, nothing really too special about these driving videos, and just for the sake of saving some time, I'll skip those for now. Let's look through these photos though. Gorgeous car. I would say, given that I own a Turbo X, which is black, and my other 03 is midnight blue, a very dark blue. If I were to get a 900, I wouldn't get one in black. I'd definitely get one in like red or white, just, you know, to get a different color. But the black is still a great fit, and you can see just by looking at the paint and the reflections that are coming off of it, just how pretty this paint is. A little bit of wear on this front bumper here. Also looks like a little bit of a, probably just your standard door ding. Looks like this is on the fender. So typical 32-year-old car stuff, nothing out of the ordinary, that's for sure. But besides that, I mean, you can tell this car has been well taken care of. It's been garaged its whole life. There you got your classic 3 spokes. Can never go wrong with those on a Saab. Look great. They're not the super aero wheels, which I think are the best looking wheels you can get on a classic 900, but they're right up there. Those ones are just next to it. Original radio, all that. There's your key in the center, your shifter, 5-speed manual, heated seats. The leather on the seats looks fantastic as well. The door panels look like they're in fantastic shape. Sunroof operates. Now, one question I do have, I know the sagging headliner is a common issue on these, and it looks like this headliner is not sagging, so that's certainly another benefit as well. Spare tire, some more shots of that quirky and funky engine bay. Underside shots. Yeah, there's really not any rust as far as I can tell. And is that 4 keys for the car? 4 keys, am I seeing that right? Original MSRP, $26,423. I've always thought it was so cool just to like see original window stickers on especially older cars too. Some more shots. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit rusted there, but it seems like that's really the only spot where there's any sort of rust. I mean, maybe it did, I might have to read through this description a bit more, so maybe it did spend a little bit of time in the Northeast or somewhere where cars rust or they use salt on the roads. But this doesn't seem like a car, especially given the mileage that it had. You know, it was driven in the winter or during that time of the year. So I'm sure this has been garage kept, like I said, pretty much its entire life. So there's all the photos, plenty of documentation. That's a beautiful, beautiful shot right there. So we are down to just under 3 minutes left on this car now, and we're still at 22,000. So I'm going to scroll down here to the comments. Let's see what we got going on here in terms of how many bidders we have. So we have this guy bidding on it. We have this guy bidding on it. Third guy bidding on it. 4 different guys have bid on it. 5. So in the last day, 5 different people have placed a bid on this car. So in my opinion, at least I hope, that'll make for an exciting final couple of minutes here. We're down to under 2 minutes now, so let's see what happens. So it looks like it was sold in Michigan. I was just reading through the post here very briefly. Admittedly, I didn't have enough time to read through all this in great detail, so I apologize for not providing as in-depth of a preview of this car as I would have liked to. But so it was sold in Michigan, so that's probably where that rust is from, but it's now in Palm Springs, California. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you telling me there was not any last second bids on this? That is extremely disappointing. Wow. So maybe that 22,000 was it. Maybe that was the value. Like I said, I'm not an expert on 900 values. I mean, I'm not an expert on anything really Saab, to be completely honest. But I thought, you know, 20,000, just kind of common sense told me that seemed like a fair value for it. So I guess 22,000 is fair. Let me know down below in the comments though if you think 22,000 is a good number for this car. Again, 58,000 miles, SPG, 5-speed manual, 2-door. Pretty much the most desirable 900 you could get, at least in my opinion, besides, you know, maybe some super limited edition ones that they made. Let me know as well if you want to see more of these videos in the future, because I posted a poll on Instagram this morning asking who wanted to see this in a video, and I got like 95-98% of people said yes. As these pop up in the coming months and just over time, I'll probably continue to do videos on them, especially if you're able to send them to me in advance. So thank you all for doing that as well. I wouldn't really see these for the most part if I wasn't on Facebook groups or people were sending them to me via email or Instagram or whatever. So thank you guys for that. Like I said, hopefully some exciting stuff coming for this car as well as the 2.0 in the next couple of months for sure. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all next time.